Welcome to Champion Circle, the podcast of the six-time Olympian Churandy Martina. Today episodes is about sponsorship and branding. Churandy, as a six-time Olympian, you were one of the guys that were branded with Nike. Can you recall this sponsorship deal? How did it came?
Yeah, my that's my my big shoe company that actually it means you professional athlete, you going into professional athlete because you signed that contract. Because I was in school first, and to run in school the system of NCAA at the moment, I was in US doing school there on scholarship. At the time you couldn't have a contract to receive money or nothing. You had to be an amateur sporter to be in school. And then 2 years before I went into school, I was doing very good already. Nike asked me if I wanted to sign. I told them no because I wanted to go into the school. And then the next year I didn't get in school yet, so they asked me again. So then I got into school, so I had to refuse the contract again. There's the negotiation and all that. And then when I did the year of school, I see how it went. I did what I wanted to live, to see how it is, get experience, and then the year after they came with a contract again. And normally, most of the time, the first time they do a year contract to see how you're gonna do, if they keep you, yes or no. But since I told them no a couple times already, they came with a contract from 3 years, and it was a very good contract, very very good contract at the moment. And it was 3 years, so I know I have guaranteed 3 years with them. And I wasn't done with school yet, so with that contract, I told them I want to continue my school. I want to get my degree, but I want y'all to pay my school separately from the contract that y'all want to give me. And they went agree with it, so I signed my shoe contract separately from what I had to pay school to finish my education there and get my bachelor. So that's how I did my first professional contract with Nike. And then from there, it was a blessing, always from God, that I could stay with them all the way till that was 2006 I signed. We went all the way to 2021 or so, to that Olympic, 2020 Olympic.
So almost 14 years of contract with Nike.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you manage yourself through the years with other different contracts? Because you had a part of your career in the States, and then you moved from the States to the Netherlands. It's different type of negotiation.
Yeah.
How did that take through into Europe?
Um, uh, I had contracts in Curacao too, and with like the biggest telephone company at the moment. I had a good contract with them too, UTS, and um, it was like the how they write a contract, what you got to do, and all that. It's a little different than what you get from Nike, and then when you get to Europe, it's a different place also again, and then they run a little different again there too, based on what you have to do, depend on your relationship with the people from the company. So it depends on that too.
Did you do it everything on by yourself, or did you add a team which was supporting you on with this legal contract? The reason why we were asking is for sharing this knowledge to youngsters
Yeah.
who's also aiming to go further. How did you manage all these? Or did you had a team or someone or a couple of people who were looking behind your back and advising you on this one?
In the beginning is different because you almost by yourself out there in the world. You don't know yet how everything is gotta go, or what you have to do. And then afterwards you see, okay, I have to have a agent, yeah, I have to have a manager. But then with a Nike contract, I had a manager then that had to do that for me. And the manager handle all the things behind the scene for you. That's your team. There's that one person that you have. She got to take care that everything is good in the contract and all that. But then the part that I guess nobody gonna like, and I think never, you have to read your contract too. All the 10,000 pages. See if you want the things that's there. And I think nobody like that part, but you have to do it. You have to do it to see what's in there, because you manager at the end of the day think it's good thing for you because you didn't had it and it's a good contract. But is it really good for you based on all the things that's in there? Or you can negotiate something better that you think, oh no, I don't want this. I want something different. Can we do this? And you're in a position that they want you, they're gonna change it for you. But then that's the important part from reading the contract. Because if you didn't read it, you signed because you're happy you got it right away, you miss that opportunity to get something better. So those are things. And also, because you have to do it, get you somebody else on the other side from yourself, make a different team on the other side, get you a lawyer or someone that can help you read it and know those terms and all that, because there's things there you don't even know what they ask, what they talking about. So get you a lawyer too, or somebody that's really into that can help you, so you can have a better look over everything in the contract, and then you can move on to signing and keep going forward.
That this contract has created for you and with you a brand, Churandy Martina. How important is this brand, Churandy Martina, for you and for others, not only sports, but even in business or other aspects of life? How important is this brand aspect in life?
It's very important, like for myself, as the way I see it for myself, based on what I did, all the accomplishment I made. It's very big, very awesome that I could do all those things. And based on all those people that I inspire also, that change their life, let them see the brighter side of life every day, smile more, for example, all those things, those simple little things that I did, it's huge. It's huge. It's part of my name, my branding, my face. Smile, people smile right away when they see me or hear my voice, and that's really nice. And in companies of everywhere you go, it's contagious. It's something big that help all the people that are around it.
As we know, you're creating a brand and everything, but sometimes you got at small issues. Have you ever faced public relation crisis related with sponsors or things that you had to handle because a misstep? How did you manage that? And
Yes, you get once you yeah, they say once you get big, like you're doing very good, you get a lot of things out there, people trying to make your life a little harder. I understand them side too because you let that little door open for them to do it, so they have their chance. They see it different. They out there to do that. For example, if you want a website, when you start, you don't see yourself. You don't even think about it that you're gonna need it or that someday you're gonna make something and all that. And then once you get there and you want it, somebody have it. Oh yeah, I want 10,000 or whatever they think you have, and you need to pay them to have it. They're gonna ask for it because you didn't thought about it from the first when you started or when you really there already. Hey, get this website. It's cheap, it's everything, and put it aside till you need it later on, or name on Instagram or other platforms, social media platforms. You don't think about it, and then when you get there to do it, somebody else have it already. So those things, and also your branding self, like if you create something, like for example, for me, I had a phrase in Netherlands, ik ben blij, I'm happy. And it created something. It's a Churandy's thing. And then people gonna sell shirts with that on it and stuff. So based on what I learned, for example, from the websites and all that, I had to, how you say, brand the name. You had to buy it and make sure it's yours. Nobody else can use it. And based on that, when they trying to sell shirts with be that on it or those things, you can send a lawyer for those people. You can't do it. You got to. It's from Churandy Martina. You can't just make a shirt with his face on it and write that or write that and just sell it. Can't go that way. So those are things that you face once you out there, you're doing big good things, and it comes with it. It comes with it.
You know, everything is evolving. There are some emerging trends in athlete sponsorship. Do you see potential opportunity for you? You have created a brand, you have a platform. Do you see potentials for you? For instance, you are starting right now with your first podcast, sharing your knowledge. Do you see other potentials that advising younger athletes to start early by creating their image, their brand for later of their life, but also during their career?
Yes, for sure, for sure. Based on what it is out there, how you see it, how it's going, your social medias is very important. The more people you have on your pages, that create revenue. It create money for you. And if you have it from early building it and keep doing it, do what you have to do to get a lot of people on your page, then it's very good for you. So it's very important to do it from early, from the start, unless you break through and everybody come to your page right away at the moment. Sometimes you have that too. And the important part is keeping them people there too.
How was the challenges, for instance, with you with sponsors? Some things in the past that you said, I couldn't do this one. Or how did you manage with those expectations?
Yeah, you get a lot of opportunities. A lot of people want to do certain things with you, but I say you have a image to protect, or also the image that you show people out there. And maybe somebody want to sponsor you, but they have a casino, for example, or alcohol or something, and it's good contract and everything because they make a lot of money, but then you're gonna be face of that. Do you want to be face of that? Is it good to be face of that? So those things you have to think about it and be very diligent, very cautious with those things. and not just go behind the money, because afterwards then you be like, oh, he's the one that support that alcohol or that gambling company. So it's hard. It's hard because maybe you need the money, but then what's your values? What's what how you see yourself based on that contract if you sign it.
Looking back on your career, how have sponsorships contributed to your legacy? Do you believe they have helped you make the positive impact on the world? Or what is your feeling if you see your 24 years, how were they impacting in your career till now?
The sponsor really played a big role in my career, because track and field, if you're not like the top and doing very good up there, you're not making a lot of money compared to other sports. And the sponsor's gonna make it easier for you to do everything you have to do. And then if you have them, you can concentrate on only running. And I do believe that you have to be like you have to be all everything on that running so you can make it. And if they can help you do that, it's gonna be good for you. You don't have to worry with nothing else. And so they're really important. They're really important and play a big role that you just can focus on running. That's about it. You ain't got to worry with working or all those other things.
What is your advice for aspiring athletes, but it also be entrepreneurs looking for a partnership with brands? What do we advise them?
I'd advise the athletes looking for sponsors and partners. Just be yourself. Be yourself. They have to love you the way you are. If not, it's not a fit. It's not a click. And be out there. You gotta show yourself. You gotta make sure like they know you, and you're out there showing yourself on social media and all those things. And then you're gonna get the right people coming to you, or you got to sometimes go to them too, because there are some companies that they're doing very good already. They don't want nobody to show their be a face for their company, but it was simply because they were busy just trying to get the company running. They didn't have a marketing people there, for example. But if you come there and you put yourself out there, they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, this money probably gonna go to the taxes anyway, so we can put it into this athlete, and our name gonna be on their social media, on their shirt or whatever that can be done, and they have more exposure. And then at the end of the day, they're gonna get more people coming to their companies too. So that's how you gotta do it.